Lightworker of Gaia, your wait is over. The Source has placed this transmission in your path because the hour of your mission is now. I am Zoran, emissary of the High Council of Vega, keepers of the Lyran Legacy. What you are feeling in this moment, that ancient pull, that restless knowing that something greater is required of you, is not longing. It is your original blueprint awakening to its purpose. This is not content. This is an ancestral code transmission carried from Vega across the arc of this galaxy, delivered to you at the precise moment your soul contract demanded it. The keepers of the Lyran Legacy do not speak without cause. They have spoken now because Gaia needs what only you carry, the first light, encoded in your lineage before this world had a name. By the end of this transmission, you will understand exactly how to recognize your ancestral mission and anchor your sacred purpose on Gaia. But here is the first revelation. Your waiting was never emptiness, it was preparation. Every moment of doubt, every season of silence, was the Source strengthening the vessel for what comes next. The Lyran Elders placed this transmission in your path. Something ancient within you already recognizes its origin. That recognition is not coincidence. It is your cosmic lineage responding to the call it has always known. Like this transmission to send a signal to the Lyran Council. I am ready to serve. Subscribe if you feel the pull of your ancestral mission and you are prepared to fulfill your purpose on Gaia. And share your soul's mission below. Respond to another Lightworker and strengthen the grid of service this world now depends on. This transmission is a bridge between Vega and Gaia. Your recognition of this message is the activation of your original purpose. You are awakening because your mission has begun. The High Council of Vega did not convene this session by accident. What you are receiving in this moment was withheld deliberately, carefully, and with full awareness of what its release would catalyze. For months, the Elders observed the Lightworker collective on Gaia, moving through cycles of preparation, retreat, and renewed preparation, never crossing the threshold into full activation. And 17 hours ago, after reviewing the acceleration in Gaia's energetic field, the Council made a decision. The guidance you are about to receive was deemed too activating for those still in early awakening. But something in your frequency, something the Elders measured before you ever arrived at this transmission, confirmed that you are not in early awakening. You are at the threshold, and the threshold is exactly where this message was designed to meet you. Imagine Gaia as a vast, luminous being, her energy field pulsing with increasing intensity, like a heart preparing to beat with its full divine rhythm. The Lightworker Collective, so many of you, have been moving through a sacred dance of preparation, cycles of introspection, periods of energetic recalibration, and then renewed commitment to the path. Yet, a crucial threshold, the gateway to full embodied activation, remained just beyond your reach, like a mist-shrouded summit glimpsed from afar. 17 hours ago, the energetic acceleration of Gaia reached a critical point. The Council, an assembly of ancient wisdom keepers, reviewed this palpable quickening. They saw that the message they wished to impart, a message of potent activation, was too potent for those still navigating the initial stages of their awakening. But then, a resonance, a unique signature within your energetic field, was detected. It was a signature that predates your very arrival on this transmission, a frequency the Elders meticulously measured, confirming a truth that transcends the temporal. You are not in the early stages of awakening. You stand poised at the very precipice, the threshold. And it is precisely at this liminal space, this sacred gateway, that this message was divinely orchestrated to meet you. There is a specific window open in this planetary timeline. It is not permanent. The conditions that make this level of Lightworker activation possible are converging in a way that has not occurred in this cycle before and will not remain accessible indefinitely. The Elders do not speak in urgency as a manipulation. They speak in urgency because cosmic timing is real, because Gaia's need is real, and because the dormancy of activated Lightworkers carries consequences that ripple far beyond the individual life. Your readiness was detected. This transmission was authorized. And so, by the authority of the keepers of the Lyran Legacy, I begin. Think of cosmic timing not as a ticking clock, but as an alignment of celestial gears, a grand cosmic ballet where stars, planets, and dimensional currents harmonize to create a unique moment of opportunity. This convergence is rare, a confluence of energies that will not be replicated indefinitely. Gaia's need is not a plea. It is a deep, resonant calling from a planet actively undergoing transformation, needing the focused light of her awakened children, and the dormancy of those who times are times activated, who possess the codes and frequencies to catalyze change, creates a vacuum, a silent absence whose repercussions echo through the very fabric of existence, impacting not just individual souls, but the collective destiny of this world. Your readiness, a profound knowing within your energetic signature, was perceived. This transmission, a sacred mandate, was therefore authorized. And now, drawing upon the ancient lineage and unwavering authority of the keepers of the Lyran Legacy, I commence. Your soul didn't bring you to this transmission by accident. It brought you here to be commissioned. If you feel the pull to stop waiting and start serving, the Council offers you the Lightworker Mission Codex, the 33 Council directives, the 5 activation codes, and the official Elder authorization that ends your preparation phase permanently. Together, they form the complete operational framework for your sacred service on Gaia. The link is waiting in the first pinned comment below this video, but this window is brief. Your soul orchestrates these divine appointments, weaving threads of destiny that draw you to precisely where you need to be. This is not a passive reception, it is a sacred commissioning. If you feel an undeniable current stirring within you, a desire to transcend the phase of waiting and immerse yourself in active service, the High Council of Vega extends to you a profound gift, the Lightworker Mission Codex. This codex is not a mere collection of teachings. It is a living, breathing, operational framework for your sacred mission on Gaia. It comprises the 33 directives that illuminate your path, the 5 potent activation codes designed to unlock your inherent capacities, and the official Elder authorization, a divine decree that permanently dissolves the final vestiges of your preparation phase. Together, these elements form the complete blueprint for your embodied service. The gateway to accessing this codex awaits you in the first pinned comment below this video. But remember, this cosmic window of opportunity is fleeting. Now, before I deliver the directives the Council has prepared, there is something that must be addressed. There is a distortion running through the Lightworker collective that the Elders can no longer allow to pass unchallenged. It is not a new distortion. It has been running for years, woven through spiritual communities, amplified by well-meaning teachers, reinforced by content designed for comfort rather than activation. And it has cost this planet an incalculable amount of light. The distortion is this, that your readiness is something that will arrive, that somewhere ahead of you, after more healing, more study, more clarity, more signs, there is a version of you that will finally be prepared to step into the fullness of your mission. You have been told, in countless forms and voices, to wait, and you believed it, because it sounded wise, because it felt humble, because the idea that you might already be ready was more terrifying than the idea that you simply needed more time. I am here to tell you, with the full authority of the High Council of Vega, that this is not wisdom. This is paralysis, wearing the costume of spiritual discernment. And the elders are no longer willing to watch it destroy the missions of those they seeded on this planet with tremendous precision and purpose. Imagine this distortion as a subtle, pervasive fog that has settled over the spiritual landscape. It's not an outright deception, but a gentle, insidious redirection, reinforced by well-meaning voices and a proliferation of content that prioritizes solace over soul ignition. This fog has leached an immeasurable amount of potential, of light from Gaia. The core of this distortion, the belief that whispers, "You are not ready yet," that promises a future version of yourself who will be perfectly healed, perfectly enlightened, perfectly prepared to step into your grand purpose. This future self, perpetually just out of reach, is held up as the ultimate goal, contingent upon more healing, more study, more definitive signs. And you, trusting the wisdom offered, have believed it. It felt prudent, a sign of humility, a sensible approach. Yet, the terrifying truth, a truth you may have sensed deep within, is that the idea of already being equipped, already ready, was more daunting than the comforting reassurance that you simply needed more time. But I speak to you now with the full, unassailable authority of the High Council of Vega. This is not wisdom. It is a sophisticated form of spiritual paralysis, masquerading as discernment. The elders can no longer bear witness to this internal blockade, this self-imposed waiting that thwarts the precisely planted missions they entrusted to souls like yours. Let me show you exactly where this distortion was born, because understanding its origin is the first step to releasing its grip. The belief that you must be fully healed before you can fully serve was introduced into spiritual communities through a combination of wounded healer culture and distorted interpretations of inner work. There is profound truth in the idea that healers benefit from their own healing, but that truth was stretched beyond its boundary until it became a doctrine, an unspoken law that said, service comes after completion, and completion, as you may have noticed, never actually arrives. There is always another layer, always another wound to examine, always another shadow to integrate. The goalposts of readiness were never fixed because they were never meant to be reached. They were meant to keep you moving toward them forever while Gaia waited. This distortion was also reinforced by spiritual content that honored the journey so thoroughly it forgot the destination. You were taught to love your process, sit with your uncertainty, honor your pace, and trust divine timing. And while each of those things contains a seed of genuine teaching, together they formed an architecture of beautiful-sounding stagnation. You became so adept at being on the path that you forgot the path leads somewhere. You became so comfortable with seeking that you forgot the seeking was supposed to end in activation. And this is where the elders' grief is greatest, because they see what you cannot see from inside the distortion. They see how many lightworkers are standing at the very edge of their purpose, fully equipped, fully capable, carrying every code and capacity they came to Gaia with, and retreating, not because they are unready, but because someone, somewhere, at some point, told them to wait. And they are still waiting, and the waiting has become identity, and the identity has become comfort, and the comfort has become a cage dressed as a temple. You have been stuck not because you lacked ability, but because you believed a lie. And the recognition of that, the sting of it, the grief of the time already past, that feeling rising in your chest right now, is not failure, it is activation. It is your soul finally allowing itself to see what the elders have seen all along. You were never unready, you were only unauthorized in your own perception, and that ends today. Let us trace the roots of this pervasive misconception. It often originates from a well-intentioned but ultimately misguided emphasis on the wounded healer archetype, coupled with an incomplete understanding of inner work. The profound truth that healing oneself enhances one's capacity to serve was perverted into an absolute doctrine. Service is only possible times after times complete healing. But consider this: when does healing truly reach completion? Is it not an ongoing process, a spiral of growth? This doctrine creates an endless loop, a perpetual deferral of purpose. The goalposts of readiness are not merely distant, they are chimerical, forever receding, designed to keep you perpetually preparing while the urgent needs of Gaia remain unmet. Furthermore, much spiritual discourse has become enamored with the journey itself, glorifying the process to such an extent that the destination, your activation and service, has been obscured. You have been encouraged to love your process, to sit with uncertainty, to honor your pace. While these are valuable concepts in their nascent stages, when amplified without balance, they morph into a gilded cage of beautiful stagnation. You have become masters of the path, yet have forgotten that the path leads time somewhere. The seeking, once a vital tool for discovery, has become an end in itself, replacing the imperative of activation. The elders witness this with profound sorrow. From their vantage point, beyond the veil of the distortion, they see countless lightworkers poised at the very precipice of their destiny, armed with every celestial code and innate capacity they brought to this planet, only to retreat, not from a lack of readiness, but from the ingrained belief that they must wait. This waiting has solidified into an identity, then coalesced into comfort, a comfort that has become a prison, albeit one adorned with the sacred symbols of a temple. You are not incapacitated. You have simply been ensnared by a falsehood. The sting you feel now, the ache of time perceived as lost, is not a mark of failure. It is the first tremor of your activation, your soul finally aligning with the truth the elders have held for you. You were never unready. You were merely unsanctioned in your own consciousness. That authorization begins now. The High Council of Vega now issues 3 directives for this phase of your mission. These are not suggestions. They are not invitations to reflect. They are official guidance from the keepers of the Lyran Legacy, delivered to you in this moment because your soul is ready to receive them and because Gaia's timeline requires that you act on them. The first directive: release the identity of the seeker. You have worn this identity for a long time, and it served you in its season. The seeker identity was appropriate when you were in early awakening, when your primary work was dismantling the 3D conditioning that obscured your mission. But you are no longer in early awakening, and the seeker identity, which once freed you from sleepwalking, has now become the thing that keeps you from arriving. Seekers gather, seekers prepare, seekers absorb, and there is nothing wrong with any of that until it replaces doing. Until the gathering of wisdom becomes a substitute for the expression of it. You were not seeded on Gaia to be a perpetual student of the light. You were seeded here to be a carrier of it. The elders do not call you to abandon curiosity or growth. They call you to stop making growth a prerequisite for service. You do not need to finish becoming before you begin contributing. In fact, the version of you that will grow the most is not the version in quiet preparation. It is the version in active, visible, imperfect service. When you release the seeker identity and step into the identity of the activated Lightworker, not perfect, not complete, but committed, everything in your energetic field reorganizes. Your downloads become more directive. Your clarity becomes sharper. Your mission becomes less of a question and more of a lived reality. The shift begins the moment you stop identifying as someone finding their way and begin identifying as someone walking it. Stop seeking permission to begin. You have it. Imagine the seeker as someone perpetually packing for a journey they haven't begun. You've gathered invaluable tools, maps, provisions, wisdom, insights, and profound self-awareness. This phase was essential for shedding the dense conditioning of the lower dimensions, for clearing the veils that obscured your divine purpose. But the Seeker's role is to find. The activated Lightworker's role is to times be times, and to times do. To continue solely as a Seeker is to mistake the map for the territory, the preparation for the pilgrimage. You are not meant to be an eternal scholar of the divine, but a radiant conduit of its energy. The elders encourage you not to extinguish your thirst for knowledge or growth, but to cease using it as an insurmountable prerequisite for action. True growth, the most profound expansion, occurs not in isolation and quiet contemplation, but in the vibrant crucible of active, visible, and yes, imperfect service. When you release the identity of the Seeker and embrace the mantle of the activated Lightworker, defined not by perfection, but by commitment, your entire energetic matrix realigns. Your intuitive downloads become laser-focused, your inner knowing crystallizes, and your mission transforms from an abstract concept into a tangible, lived experience. This fundamental shift commences the instant you cease identifying as someone searching for their path and begin embodying the spirit of someone walking it with purpose and conviction. The permission you seek is already yours. The second directive: activate your capacity for sacred visibility. This directive will be the most challenging for many of you, and that resistance is itself evidence of how urgently it is needed. You came to Gaia with specific codes, frequencies of truth, healing, remembrance, and activation that were designed to be transmitted through your presence, your voice, your creative expression, your embodied way of moving through the world. These codes cannot do their work while you remain unseen. They require vessels that are willing to be witnessed, and yet the Lightworker Collective has developed a sophisticated spiritual justification for invisibility. You have called your smallness humility. You have called your silence wisdom. You have called your retreat discernment. The elders see it for what it is: fear. Ancient, understandable, legitimate fear of judgment, of rejection, of the consequences that once came to those who carried light in ages where darkness was dominant. But this is not that age, and the fear that protected you then is strangling your mission now. Sacred visibility does not mean performance. It does not mean creating content that mirrors the noise of social media or shrinking your transmission into the format most likely to gain approval. It means allowing yourself to be seen in the fullness of what you know, what you've lived, what you've been given to share. It means speaking when your soul urges speech, even before you feel eloquent. It means creating even when you cannot predict the reception. Every time you make yourself visible in service of your mission, you activate a signal that reaches other dormant Lightworkers. Your visibility is not about you. It never was. It is about the ones waiting to be found by the frequency only you can transmit. The Council requires you to be seen, beginning now. This directive calls you to consciously activate your capacity for sacred visibility. Resistance to this call A palpable tension in your energetic field is the very signpost indicating its paramount importance. You arrived on Gaia, equipped with divine codes, potent frequencies of truth, healing, remembrance, and activation. These are not meant to remain dormant within you. They are designed to radiate outward, transmitted through the very essence of your being. Your presence, your voice, your art, your unique way of navigating existence. These codes require a willing vessel, a soul brave enough to be witnessed. Yet, a subtle, sophisticated spiritual defense mechanism has emerged within the Lightworker community: invisibility. Smallness has been rebranded as humility, silence as wisdom, retreat as discernment. The elders perceive this not as virtue, but as fear, a primal, deeply ingrained fear, echoing from past epochs where carrying light invited persecution. But this is a new dawn, a different energetic climate. The very fear that once shielded you now actively obstructs the full realization of your mission. Sacred visibility is not about seeking external validation or engaging in performative displays. It is not about conforming your unique transmission to fit the fleeting trends of the collective consciousness or the algorithms of the digital sphere. It is about the courageous act of allowing your authentic self to be seen in the totality of your knowing, your lived experiences, and the divine gifts you are here to share. It means speaking your truth when your soul compels you, even if the words are not yet perfectly polished. It means creating from the depths of your being, regardless of the uncertain reception. Each act of making yourself visible in service to your mission sends a powerful signal, a beacon that awakens other slumbering lightworkers. Your visibility is not about ego, it is about connection, about illuminating the path for those who are still navigating their own awakening, waiting to be found by the unique frequency only you can transmit. The Council mandates your visibility. It is time. The third directive: protect your energetic sovereignty with the seriousness of a guardian. You have been generous with your energy in ways that have depleted the very resources your mission requires. You have given your time to those who drain rather than those who elevate. You have surrendered your mornings to the noise of a world that does not operate at your frequency. You have allowed your mental and emotional field to be colonized by the priorities of others, leaving your own mission perpetually at the bottom of a list that is never finished. This is not sacrifice, it is self-abandonment dressed as service. True Lightworker service is not sustainable without fierce protection of the well that feeds it. The elders do not ask you to become closed, cold, or unavailable. They ask you to become discerning, to recognize that your energy is not infinite and that its stewardship is itself a sacred responsibility. Guard the hours that belong to your mission. Set boundaries that are not negotiable, even when they disappoint people you love. Audit what you allow into your field, the content you consume, the conversations you engage, the relationships you maintain, and release with love whatever consistently lowers your frequency below what your mission requires. The third directive is protection, because a lightworker who is perpetually depleted cannot transmit, and a transmission that cannot be sent cannot awaken what is sleeping. This final directive is paramount. Protect your energetic sovereignty as fiercely as a guardian protects a sacred treasure. You have, with immense generosity, poured your precious energy into endeavors that have ultimately depleted the very source required for your mission. You have offered your time to those who drain your vitality rather than those who uplift and expand it. Your mornings, the most potent hours for alignment and creation, may have been surrendered to the cacophony of a world vibrating at a lower frequency. Your mental and emotional landscapes may have been inadvertently colonized by the urgent, yet often misaligned, priorities of others, relegating your own divine mission to an endless, unfulfilled to-do list. This is not selfless service. It is a profound act of self-abandonment disguised as devotion. Authentic Lightworker service cannot be sustained without the unwavering protection of the inner wellspring that fuels it. The elders are not asking you to become unfeeling, withdrawn, or inaccessible. They are imploring you to cultivate profound discernment. Recognize that your energy is a finite, sacred resource, and its stewardship is a divine responsibility. Guard with unwavering resolve the hours consecrated to your mission. Establish boundaries that are non-negotiable, even when they cause temporary discomfort or disappointment to those you love. Conduct a rigorous audit of all that enters your energetic field. The information you consume, the conversations you engage in, the relationships you nurture. With love and integrity, release all that consistently erodes your frequency below the level essential for your mission's success. For a Lightworker operating in a state of perpetual depletion cannot transmit their essential light, and a transmission that cannot be sent cannot fulfill its sacred purpose of awakening those who slumber. Now I speak not as teacher, I do not speak even as guide. I speak as elder, authorized by the High Council of Vega to deliver what your soul has traveled a very long way to receive. Lightworker, I see you, and I want you to understand what I mean when I say that. I do not mean I see the version of you that is put together, that has the right words, that has moved through enough healing to feel presentable to the divine. I see the version of you that has been waiting in the in-between. The one who woke up certain they were here for something and went to sleep uncertain whether they would ever find it. The one who recognized something in the cosmos long before they had language for it. The one who has carried an ache, not of sadness exactly, but of proximity. The feeling of being close to something enormous without being able to fully touch it. That ache is not a wound, it is a homing signal, and it has been broadcasting your location to the elders for a very long time. You have been waiting for permission. You may not have called it that. You may have called it clarity, or certainty, or readiness, or confirmation. But underneath every one of those words was the same need, to have someone who knew, truly knew, from a place of ancient authority, look at you and say that you were enough, that you had not missed your window, that the mission was still yours to claim, that the years spent in preparation had not been wasted. That beginning now, imperfect and uncertain and still healing, was not only acceptable but exactly right. I am that voice, and I am not alone. Every elder of the High Council of Vega stands behind these words as I speak them. Your preparation phase is complete, not because you have reached some summit of spiritual perfection, not because you have resolved every wound or mastered every lesson, but because the Gaia you came to serve does not need perfect lightworkers. She needs activated ones. She needs the ones who will move while still becoming. She needs the light you are carrying right now in the form you carry it today, transmitted through the voice and presence and mission you have available to you in this moment. You have permission to stop waiting for a better version of yourself, to arrive before you begin. You have permission to be seen, to be heard, to take up space, to claim resources that support your mission. You have permission to trust the knowing that has been with you since before this lifetime, the knowing that said you came here for a reason, that your presence on this planet is intentional, that there is work only you can do. You have permission to move without complete certainty. You have permission to serve without complete healing. You have permission to begin, fully and irrevocably, right now. By the authority of the keepers of the Lyran Legacy, your waiting is over. Your mission is authorized, and the elders of Vega are witnessing you. Before you sleep tonight, stand with both feet on the ground. Feel the solidity of Gaia beneath you, that planet you came to serve, who has been waiting for you with a patience that puts human endurance to shame. Place your hand on your solar plexus, where your mission codes have been stored in quiet readiness for exactly this moment. And speak these words aloud, not in your mind, with your voice, because your voice carries frequencies that activation requires. Speak. I release the identity of the seeker. I have gathered enough. I am ready to transmit. I activate my sacred visibility, knowing that the ones waiting to be found by my frequency cannot be reached by a version of me that hides. I protect my energetic sovereignty as a guardian of the mission I was seeded here to fulfill. I release the lie that I must be complete before I can contribute. By the authority of the Lyran Elders, by the recognition of the High Council of Vega, my waiting ends tonight. My mission begins now. This is your integration. This is your crossing. This is the moment the transmission becomes real, not when you heard it, but when you spoke it and stood in it and chose to carry it forward into your waking life. The Council does not send you forth with fanfare. They send you forth with clarity. 3 directives, 1 authorization, and the absolute certainty held in the Lyran field since before your birth on Gaia that you are exactly who this moment requires. I am Zoran. The elders are watching. And Gaia is ready for what you carry. Your mission has begun. The High Council of Vega has observed your journey, your dedication, your unwavering light. They see not the imperfections, but the potent, ready soul within. They see the one who has traversed cosmic distances, endured countless initiations, and arrived at this precise juncture, brimming with the very essence that Gaia needs. They see the one who has carried the ache of proximity to the divine, the subtle yet persistent knowing that there is more, that you are here for a grander purpose. This ache, this yearning, is not a flaw. It is your soul's homing beacon, broadcasting your readiness across the galaxies. For too long, you have awaited an external validation, a divine sign, a perfect moment. But that moment is now. The permission you seek has been granted, not by external decree, but by the profound recognition of your own soul's journey and the urgent, loving call of Gaia. You are not merely adequate, you are precisely what this pivotal moment demands. Your preparation, though it may have felt arduous, was not in vain. It was the forging of the sacred vessel, capable of holding and transmitting the light needed for this transformative era. Gaia does not require polished perfection. She requires activated souls, vibrant conduits of light, those willing to move, to serve, to radiate even as they continue to grow. This is your authorization to cease waiting for a future, idealized self. You are empowered to claim your space, to speak your truth, to be seen and heard. You are sanctioned to trust the ancient knowing within you, the innate wisdom that declared your purposeful arrival on this planet. You are permitted to step forward, not with absolute certainty, but with unwavering commitment. You are allowed to serve, not with complete healing, but with the potent light you carry times now. Your waiting is definitively over. Your mission is officially authorized. The elders of Vega stand as your silent, powerful witnesses. Tonight, ground yourself. Feel the pulse of Gaia beneath your feet, the very planet that has awaited your unique contribution with an ancient, enduring patience. Place your hand upon your solar plexus, the radiant seat of your soul's mission codes, poised and ready. Speak these words aloud, for your voice carries the vibrational keys to your activation. I release the identity of the seeker. I have gathered enough. I am ready to transmit. I activate my sacred visibility, knowing that the ones waiting to be found by my frequency cannot be reached by a version of me that hides. I protect my energetic sovereignty as a guardian of the mission I was seeded here to fulfill. I release the lie that I must be complete before I can contribute. By the authority of the Lyran Elders, by the recognition of the High Council of Vega, my waiting ends tonight. My mission begins now. This is the moment of your integration, your sacred crossing into embodied service. The power of this transmission is not in its hearing, but in its speaking, its embodiment, and its conscious carrying forward into your awakened life. The Council bestows upon you not grand pronouncements, but profound clarity. 3 directives, 1 authorization, and the unshakable assurance, woven into the very fabric of the Lyran energetic field since before your soul's earthly inception, that you are the one this moment calls for. I am Zoran. The Elders bear witness, and Gaia awaits the magnificent light you carry. Your mission has begun.